The easiest way to set up a guillotine. Okay? Then pop.
Can I see that again?
Hi, today's gonna be a short video. Cliff called me up and said he has a better way to do a guillotine, and it's gonna upset a lot of wrestlers and people who do jiu-jitsu. So, sorry about that. Take it away, Cliff.
But what if halfway through the guillotine choke, we stopped being a wrestler, we started being a boxer? Any way I can get him to bend over where I can take the head, right? But you don't want to go with your dominant side. You want to use your less dominant to take position here so that I can feed. But what the goal is, with a guillotine choke, to have the hand underneath the head here so that you can do all kinds of cool stuff to the neck. What we're doing is abandoning that idea. So the moment I start with the guillotine, he's going to turn his head as a natural reaction. I'm going to slip back this way. I'm gonna tuck the hand right here, and I'm gonna shovel punch as fast as I can into the face. So you mimic a guillotine, you start all the process of a guillotine, he's going to then be triggered from the response. I immediately send back, and I hide the fist in my rotation, and I feed it to the face.
I'll be honest, I don't usually land successful guillotines. So that already kind of makes this move cool to me, because I can start panicking and pulling out, and then all I have to do is swing my fist in, and boom, the person's knocked out. That's pretty sick.
And what you're doing is you're hitting all along this line, and if I'm lucky, you turn to look. Then I have your grill, your nose, your eye socket.
It is very trained for a trained fighter to
100%.
To glue?
This is the cool part. Be it experienced or non-experienced, the moment you set the guillotine, you're here. If you don't know anything about a guillotine, all you know is to start reaching for my hand and pull it down. Which means you just gave me a giant pocket to shovel a punch in. There is no way for me to mince. All I have to do is come out, hollow body, roll in, and repeatedly just drill you in the face.
Okay.
There is no effective defense for that, because all our things are gonna go, and all you're gonna do is see a fist coming right around the corner. We tested it. I did it to people in here that have good ground experience. We set the, it was Lewis. Lewis didn't know what I was doing. I said, okay, I'm gonna do it. And he did the guillotine, he reached over, I went, boom! He started here, but he went up here, I took this part here. So what I did, there, and then there. Right, so I opened him up by hitting the floater ribs here, just roll in, and then this hand went here because it hurt, and then I took his face. Pow, pow, and he's like,
Lewis, put some headgear on.
if he goes over the top to try and get control. 1, 2.
Cliff's philosophy is to never play the other person's game. Don't box a boxer, don't wrestle a wrestler. So here's his filthy little move to set up a guillotine.
The easiest way, it's the easiest way to set up a guillotine. Okay? Then pop. Don't try and wrestle a wrestler.
Yeah.
It's your worst mistake.
Okay.
Find something soft, hit it. Back up a little bit, get that ear.
Okay.
Boom!
He gave that to me. I'm like, all right.
We're all gonna be clear. He's gonna have to pay for that later.
Oh, and yeah, I did end up paying for that, by the way. Lewis is one of my Krav Maga instructors, and you don't disrespect daddy on the mat.
I know how much wrestling is not
It can be groin, right? But we always talk about this, and we talked about other things, right? When you're doing this one, that gets a response.
Okay.
Okay?
Your famous shin kick.
Look, that gets a response. Okay? Punching in the belly, right? Soft stuff to the belly. Or if you want to be this, then you have to learn to do this. I would stick to kicks, to be honest. If you're not familiar with guillotines, we end up there. We all end up because we latch onto a head and we think we're safe. Don't stay there. It's not bearing so close that you can't do anything. You want to push yourself away. So you have that 9-inch alley that your fist can fit down perfectly. You have to abandon the idea of wrestling. One, you mimic, and then you immediately abandon it so that it triggers a response, and then you immediately feed them some other stimulus. And they're like, that's not what's supposed to happen.
So for the haters out there, I recommend you guys actually try it before you jump right to the comments. But once you do try it, Cliff asked if you could actually comment and let him know how your experience was with this move. Here's how you drill it, by the way, if you want to practice it before you get real fast with it.
Start with the 0 position, right? So we got here to the standing guillotine, okay? We're gonna change the angle slightly. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come over the top like you're gonna mimic a guillotine. You're not gonna do anything yet. You're gonna be this deep. but then you're gonna back yourself off. See now how I have his chin? I'm going to roll the body, hand's gonna be here, and I'm simply going to roll in. Tell me when you can see the punch.
I see it.
See? So you can hide to about here. You deliver it, right? So then as you get that one down, then you learn punch, feed, back out, hit, okay? Or you go kick, feed, right? Back out, hit. Do not stay here. This is the flaw, is we have to teach ourselves punch, feed. Once you hit the shoulders, back out. See, now you can think that you have a way out, but this is punches already coming. It feels like if you're receiving it, like I'm abandoning the standing guillotine because I got scared, not the action. Okay. I'm setting the guillotine, then I'm mimicking the action so that I can get them to relax and expose their face. But it's that simple. No, it doesn't matter how you get there. Cracking the knee, cracking the leg, cracking any of these pieces. The whole goal is to get them to bend over, feet over, take this position, back out, punch.
By the way, if you want to train with Cliff, check out mdsnorthamerica.com. He's got videos on there. It's $19.99 a month. New videos get added monthly. And if you use my code StripMallSensei, you get the first month for free, so you can try it out to see if you even like it. So if you want to learn his fight system, check it out, and it also helps support the channel. The algorithm thinks you're going to like this video next.